Hey guys, Portia here. Today we are going to be creating a resin heart. So it is going to be a little keepsake. I'm going to build this from pretty much from front to back. So we'll start, the very first layer is going to end up the front of the piece. You just saw me add a little bit of iridescent glitter in there. Later on, we're going to be using a little bit of gold flakes. I have some faux rose petals here, and we also used our Cricut to cut out some words that's going to be going on our heart. We got some mica dust that's going to color our last layer, and I did use some clear acrylic sealer to seal off our little petals here. So let's go ahead and get our first layer down. It has been over 18 hours, I'd say, and our first layer is completely dry. Now I am going to go ahead and add in my decal. So this keepsake is going to be for my mom. This is all of her grandchildren's names, and I did print it or cut it out in reverse because eventually, like I said, the bottom is going to be the top. So let's go ahead and get that put down. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Cannot wait to fully be able to see it. And so I am going to go ahead and put down a layer of, this is just completely clear. I didn't add any kind of glitter to it. All right, and I'm thinking I want to go ahead and add in some gold flakes. So I have that there. And I want to try to put a heart right there in that empty space. Don't know how well it's going to work out. Alright guys, so we got our little abstract heart in there. Don't want to move it around too much, it'll shift. But yeah, hopefully it translates well when we pull it out. So I'm kind of excited about this one because I haven't really worked in reverse before like this. So we will see how it turns out. Alright guys, the last layer is completely dry. I let this one sit overnight. I was pretty busy on yesterday. Now, what did happen was you saw me adding the gold leaf in there, and it began to spread. So my heart didn't look so much like a heart anymore. It looked more like an abstract heart. So what I did was added a ring of puff paint around the shape just to give it a little, around the heart, just to give it a little bit more of a shape. We'll see how that works out. We really can't tell with it still in the mold, but I'm guessing if my mom took macaroni and glue from me in preschool, she'll accept this, so we'll be just fine. So going on to our fourth layer, we are going to go ahead and add a thin layer of resin, and we are going to put on our faux rose petals, and I'm excited about this part. So the rose petals were actually made with sketchbook drawing paper. I like to use it when I am making faux embeds. It just works, and it's kind of fun to do. Now, earlier I mentioned the clear acrylic sealer. Once I do the print and cut for the rose petals, I use the Cricut for that. I go ahead and do 2 coats of the sealer so that the colors won't run and bleed. And so far I've done this process. This would probably be my 3rd time doing it, and it seals very well, and I have no complaints whatsoever. So yeah, I didn't have any rose petals on hand, so I decided to make some myself. And so we're just going to get this spread all across the piece and add in those petals. Alright guys, it has been about 4 hours. The resin is tacky. It's not quite solid yet, but it is solid enough for us to work with. Now, the next step, I was going to color the resin with my pearl powder here. I love that. It would have given an effect something like this. This is the base of the keepsake heart. But after I thought about it, with white words, that background is going to totally get lost and it's going to wash out our words, and we don't want that. So I kind of went back and forth on different colors, but I went on ahead and settled on black. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this black to my resin here. And at first I was thinking perhaps that's going to be a little bit too dark for the theme that I was going with, but I should have probably went with black words, and that would have still enabled me to do a white background, but that's not what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in the black. And it doesn't have to be completely mixed in. I want it to be a little bit of the streakiness in there and the clear showing through. But what I'm also going to do is add in glitter, because the thing I know about glitter is it's going to sink to the top. And as we know, well, it's going to sink to the bottom. And as we know, our bottom is going to be our top. So I feel like that's going to work out well. So I'm going to add in a little bit of red. It's so pretty. And the black. And we are going to just go ahead and see what happens. I think either way it's going to work out, but we totally did need a darker background. Overnight. We are, well, this has been done, but we are completely dry, and I think I'm gonna be happy with it. I'm not sure. This little abstract thing right here, we don't know exactly what that's gonna look like. Word to the wise, I should have put the gold flakes down when it started to get more of a gel level, not completely set, but a gel level, then it would not have spread, but it did. So yeah, let's pop this sucker out. So the bottom here I pretty much worked on with the first 2 layers. Not sure if I'm going to keep it the same. I might pour another bottom, since at the last minute I decided to make the last layer black. But this is what I really want to see. I love how it actually formed its own heart shape here in the back. Oops. That was pretty cool. Ooh. Love how it looks like the words are just floating in there. Okay, this sucker is in here, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, she can have it. I didn't know if I was going to give it to her, but she can totally have it. Oh my goodness, guys. I love this. Our little faux petals look like what they're supposed to. We're gonna roll with a little abstract heart in there. Oh goodness, this looks awesome. Okay, so let's set it up and see what it looks like with the two pieces together. And I also want to know if it can stand on its side by itself. All right, so this is what it looks like standing up with its little holder. I don't think I need to change this color. I was thinking about doing it in the black with the red and black glitter, but we may not have to. Yes, it does. I totally wanted to know that, like, say you just wanted to sit it on your desk without anything to hold it, it totally will do that. But guys, this is so pretty. The back is also gorgeous. Let's see. Yeah, that's a piece within itself. Yeah guys, but this is all I have for you today. If you got any questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, let me know. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to Color Me Portia. But until next time, peace.